Hola todos! Welcome to Everyday Spanish with Stephanie. Today, we're going to talk about something that's going to revolutionize your language learning journey. It's called the 5-minute Spanish workout. Have you ever felt like you don't have enough time to study Spanish? Or maybe you start off with great intentions but have a hard time maintaining consistency? Well, I've got great news for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how just 5 minutes a day can significantly increase your Spanish fluency. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stephanie, how in the world is 5 minutes a day going to make a difference? Trust me, I've been there. When I first started learning Spanish, I thought I needed to spend hours of time studying just to see any progress. But I've since discovered that consistency is far more important than marathon study sessions. That's where the 5-minute Spanish workout comes in. It's a quick, focused, and effective way to study Spanish every day. And the best part, it's so easy to fit even into the busiest of schedules. So why should you consider adding the 5-minute Spanish workout into your daily routine? Let me break it down for you. First and foremost, it's all about consistency. When you commit to studying Spanish for just 5 minutes a day, you're building a habit. And habits, my friends, that's the secret sauce of language learning success. It's much better to study for 5 minutes every day than to cram in 1 hour of studying once a week. Secondly, it's a manageable time commitment. We all have 5 minutes a day, right? Maybe while we're waiting for our cup of coffee to brew in the morning or taking a small break at work. By keeping the time commitment small, we're more likely to stick with it long term. Lastly, this method leads to gradual but steady improvements. It's like compound interest, but for your brain. Each day, you're reinforcing what you've learned and adding a little bit more. Over time, these small daily investments are going to add up to significant gains in your Spanish fluency. Now, let's dive into the structure of the 5-minute Spanish workout. We're going to break it down into 5 power-packed minutes, each focusing on a different aspect of language learning. We'll kick things off with 1 minute of vocabulary review. This could be going over words that you recently learned or practicing a set of themed vocabulary. Next, we'll do a lightning round of grammar practice. This might mean practice conjugating a verb, using a specific sentence structure, or using a certain tense. For our 3rd minute, we'll focus on listening comprehension. You can listen to a short audio clip, or a song snippet, or even a conversation exchange. In minute 4, it's time to get those Spanish muscles working. We'll do some speaking exercises and focus on pronunciation and fluency. We'll wrap up our workout with a quick reading exercise. You can read a short paragraph, or a Spanish tweet, or even a meme with Spanish text. By focusing on these 5 key aspects every single day, you're giving your Spanish a well-rounded workout. It's like cross-training for your language abilities. In the next part of this video, I'll show you a sample 5-minute Spanish workout so you can see exactly how it works in practice. Stay tuned. Minute 1 is vocabulary review. Let's quickly go over some food-related vocabulary. Manzana, pan, queso, leche, zanahoria. Try to visualize each item as you say them. For our grammar minute, let's practice conjugating comer in the present tense. I'll say the pronoun and you say the verb in the conjugated form. Yo, tú, él, nosotros, ustedes. Now it's time for our listening exercise. Now, listen carefully to this short sentence about food preferences. I'll say it twice. Yo como una variedad de comida todos los días. Me gusta comer las manzanas y el queso. Now I'm going to say that one more time. Yo como una variedad de comida todos los días. Me gustan comer las manzanas y el queso. Okay, now it's your turn to speak. I want you to create a sample sentence using the verb comer and some of the vocabulary that we reviewed. For example, you can say, yo como una manzana. And there you have it. That's one finished 5-minute Spanish workout. Remember, the content can vary from day to day, but the structure should stay the same. In the next section, we'll talk about some tips that you can use to implement this in your daily routine. Now that you've seen what a 5-minute Spanish workout looks like in practice, let's talk about ways that you can make this a consistent part of your daily routine. First, set a specific time for your workout. It could be first thing in the morning when you wake up, during your lunch break, or maybe right before you go to bed. The key is to make sure that the time consistently works for you. I find that doing my Spanish workouts first thing in the morning sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. Next, use reminders to your advantage. put an alarm in your phone or a sticky note on your bathroom mirror. Whatever works to jog your memory until this becomes a daily habit. Prepare your materials in advance. You can try creating a folder in your phone with Spanish audio clips, or bookmark passages to short Spanish texts, or even keeping a notebook handy with vocabulary lists and grammar practices nearby. Having everything ready to go makes it that much easier when it's time to start your Spanish workout. Track your progress. Consider keeping a journal or a daily log of your workouts. You can note down new words learned, tricky grammar concepts, or any other insights you've had during your workouts. This helps you not only see your progress, but gives you a sense of accomplishment as well. Be flexible with the content. While the structure remains the same, feel free to adjust the specific exercises based on your learning needs or interests. Maybe one day you focus on travel vocabulary, and the next day you focus on expressing opinions. Finally, don't stress if you miss one day. The goal is consistency, not perfection. If you skip a day, just pick up right where you left off the next day. Remember, the power of this method lies in its simplicity and its consistency. By committing to just 5 minutes a day, you're building a habit that will significantly improve your Spanish skills over time. In our next section, we're going to discuss variations and customizations that you can make to your 5-minute Spanish workouts as you progress. Stay tuned. As you progress with your 5-minute workouts, you might want to add some variety or tailor them to your needs. Let's talk about some ways that you can add some customizations to your workout. First, consider focusing on specific areas of improvement. If you're struggling with verb conjugations, you might choose to focus more on grammar practice. Or if you're preparing for a trip to a Spanish-speaking country, you may wish to emphasize vocabulary related to tourism and travel instead. You can also increase the difficulty over time. For example, in the vocabulary minute, start with simple nouns before progressing to more complex words and idiomatic expressions. For listening exercises, start with clear and slow audio before progressing to more natural and faster speech. Another way to customize your workouts is by theming them. You could have a Music Monday where you work with lyrics from your favorite Spanish songs, or then maybe a News Tuesday where you work with headlines from Spanish newspapers. Don't be afraid to incorporate your interests. If you're a sports fan, use sports-related content. If you love cooking, you can use recipes and focus on cooking terms. The more you connect Spanish to the things you enjoy, the more engaging your learning will become. As your skills improve, try extending some of your workouts to 10 or 15 minutes when you have the time. This allows for you to dive deeper into the concepts that you're struggling with or the ones that you're interested in. Remember, the goal is to make these workouts work for you. Experiment with different approaches and see what keeps you motivated and wanting to practice each day. In our final section, we'll wrap up with some encouraging words and a call to action. Ready to hear the conclusion? All right, amigos, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's quickly recap what we learned about the 5-minute Spanish workouts. It's a daily focused practice that touches on vocabulary, grammar, listening comprehension, speaking, and reading. Consistency is key. Just 5 minutes a day can lead to significant improvements in your Spanish. You can easily customize it to fit your schedule, your learning style, and your language goals. Remember, learning Spanish isn't about perfection, it's about progress. This 5-minute workout is about helping you gain steady progress without overwhelming your schedule. I encourage you to give this method a try for 30 days. You might be surprised with just how much you can improve and learn with 5 minutes of daily consistent practice. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more Spanish learning content. And hey, why not share your experience with the 5-minute Spanish workout in the comments below? I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Now, before you go, I have a small challenge for you. Try your first 5-minute Spanish workout right when the video ends. There's no better time to start practicing than now. Remember, every minute you spend practicing brings you one step closer to Spanish fluency. Hasta la próxima! Thanks for watching, amigos. If you're serious about improving your language skills, I have a great resource for you to try. Check out the Unacademy Languages app. It offers a wide range of lessons from beginner to advanced with native speaker audio and interactive lessons. To learn more, click on the link in the description below. It's a great complement to the tips and the strategies that we discuss in this channel. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego!